Good morning and welcome to my living room. It does seem odd, doesn't it, that we're not all meeting together this year, but at least thanks to our fantastic technical team, we've managed to create some education sessions for you this morning. So, my name is Alyson Chaney and I'm the Education Coordinator for Region 31. I'm also a member of the International Faculty and I'm delighted to be doing this class for you this morning. It's called How to Give Yourself a PVI. It's a daily workout to keep your voice in tip-top condition while we're enduring this lockdown. It's an ideal time to just go through all these vocal techniques that are going to help your voice remain healthy and well tuned and lubricated so that when we get back to singing together, your voice will just soar. So it's a really good time to reinforce all those good habits and visual and vocal skills. The exercises are simple, they're easy to remember, you don't need any special equipment and possibly a mirror, and there'll be handouts published on our website as soon as the weekend is over. You will need to stand for these exercises, so please stand. And I'm sure you find this a relief after all the Zooming that we've done recently, hunched up in front of a computer screen. So I'm sure you will really welcome the opportunity to concentrate on your alignment before you start the vocal exercises. So please stand. Make sure that your ears are over your shoulders. Make sure everything is aligned. Make sure your knees are flexed and make sure everything is high and wide and you're ready to start. So my first exercise for you is a very great favourite of mine and I'm sure I've shared it with lots of you in the past, and it's the Pint of Air exercise, which really does help to consolidate good breathing technique. So you need to imagine that you've got a pint glass in front of you and it's filled with air, and you're going to drink this pint of air. So I'd like you to do it with me, please. And again. And you should notice two things. The first thing you should notice is that it was silent and unconstricted. The second thing was that there would have been some abdominal expansion. And perhaps this next time, if you lay your hand very gently on your abdomen, as you're breathing in, you'll be able to feel that abdominal expansion. So try it one more time with your hand in position. And isn't that fantastic? It's a really great way to remind yourself about good breathing techniques. So moving on, we're going to look at something that I've entitled hissing, bubbling, sirening and other stuff. So lots of semi-occluded vocal tract exercises. The hissing exercise is a rhythmical hissing, which is following the pattern of 3, 5, 7 and then 13. And I'll just demonstrate it for you. It goes like this. Just a tip about that last one, the 13, think of it as 3 groups of 4 and then an extra one. So it's So would you like to join in with me now as we do this hissing exercise? Excellent. And you can change it so that you're doing a shh sound instead of a s. So let's try it on a shh this time. Shh, 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 shh. It's a really great workout. Another really great workout is featuring a dynamic contrast, and throughout the whole of this session you're going to see dynamic contrast plays a big part in the kind of vocal exercises that we're going to do. So we're going to hiss again, but this time we're going to increase the volume and then decrease the volume. So I'll demonstrate for you. It goes like this. So gradually increase the volume and then gradually diminish the volume, starting soft. And you can ring the changes by starting loud, then going to soft, and then ending up as loud. So try it that way. And you'll have your own favourites. I know which one mine is. The next little section are the bubbling or lip trills that we have grown so used to. And on my handout there's a really good clip from the Ellen DeGeneres show showing Celine Dion demonstrating some of her lip trilling. And I'm going to show that to you now. She injects some dynamic contrast into the bubbling. And again, this is really great exercise to strengthen those abdominal muscles. So let's just start by bubbling on a fairly medium volume, and then we're going to diminish the volume and then ramp it back up again. So it's a really excellent exercise. See how long you can do it for. Try it again with me. See if you can extend the time that you do it a little bit longer each time. Okay, so let's bubble now on a pitch, and we're going to use the 1-5 pattern. Try it with me. Didn't breathe in enough there. If you do have difficulties bubbling, a little tip from Celine Dion is that you should bite your tongue to create more saliva. Try it. It does work. Let's now bubble into a vowel. So we're going to start with the vowel R. And then we're going to do the pattern of 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. So So you can change the vowel, you can descend instead of going up all the time, change the vowel to an E this time, and this time we'll drop down. Starting there. It's a really great exercise to encourage forward placement and resonance. Sirening is such a useful exercise too, and I like to siren on an NG sound. The sound that you would say if you were using the word sing, the NG at the end. There are huge benefits from using NG because it really will help with a smooth transition between registers. It'll help with range stretching, and it's a gentle massage for your vocal folds. So let's just have a go at some sirening on an NG. Excellent exercise at all times. Make sure you incorporate this into your daily routine. So I said another stuff, and I know some of you have used straw phonation as a way of helping to give your voice a daily workout. Straw phonation is wonderful, but if you don't happen to have a straw, and all the straw shops are closed at the moment, then you can use a v, v, v. You can use a v sound instead of the straw. It'll have a very similar effect. Good to move on now to a tone control exercise. And again, I mentioned that dynamic contrast is very much evident in the vocal exercises that I'm showing you this morning. We're going to start on an E vowel, and we're going to start medium loud and then descend to a pianissimo. So, so start loud and then gradually diminuendo. Again, see if you can make sure that the dynamic contrast is slow. It's much more effective if the dynamic contrast is slow. So you can change the vowel, change it to an O vowel this time, change the pitch, and change the dynamic pattern. So you could start soft this time and then get much louder. So let's do it on an O, and we'll start soft. You could actually use the mirror to help watch your vowel shape, because what you don't want to do is to change your vowel shape in your mouth as you get softer or louder. So the mirror will be your friend here. Let's try it one more time, a lower note this time, and let's do it on an R vowel. So, R. So gradually diminish the sound so that it becomes a really great workout. I'm going to share with you now a warm-up that I stole from the Running a Show chorus, which is a fantastic one, again with dynamic contrast as one of the main elements. And it goes like this. This is the pattern. Vivo, 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 vi. So if you like things in numbers, it would be 1, 3, 2, 4, 3, 5, 4, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When you get the handout, you'll be able to see it written down. So the idea is, once we've established the pattern, that the repeat is quiet. So let me demonstrate for you. Vivo, 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 vi. Have a go. Vivo, 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 vi. And make sure that you maintain your powerful and open stance as you go quiet. Increase the lift and the stature to produce a really well-supported sound. Let's try it one more time. Mi, let's go up this time. Vivo, 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 vi. Vivo, 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 vi. Vivo, 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 vi. It's a lot more difficult than it sounds, I can assure you. So make sure that when you do that exercise, you check your alignment as well. We don't want any hunching as you go lower. Keep that open stance. So now we're going to look at some range stretches to really explore what your voice can do. And let's start with the words money, money, money. Nice liquid consonants. Money, 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 money. That's the pattern. Sing it with me. Money, 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 money. And we're going to go up. Money, 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 money. 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 Go as high as you like. The next one is Oh, How I Love to Sing. And it's a straightforward arpeggio. Oh, how I love to sing is the pattern. Oh, how I love to sing, going up again. Oh, how I love to sing. Oh, how I love to sing. Oh, how I love to sing. Go as high as you can. And don't worry if you have any glitches in your voice. If you do feel like I do, whenever I transfer from one register to the other, I always have a break in my voice. I think it's the years of singing tenor really that does it. Try NG to help you to transition. And it'll smooth out any difficulties that you might have. Let's go down now using ya, 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 ya. Just a 5-3-1 pattern. Ya, 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 ya. And just explore what your voice can do. And if it can't quite get there, it doesn't matter. Just go for it. So we're coming very closely now to the end of our session, and I'm going to talk about cooling down and how important it is to cool down at the end of any vocal workout like this. So we have to reset our voice to neutral, and we do this in order to maintain the vocal flexibility that we need in order to speak. So sliding is good. Drop down a semitone. And also octave slides are good. gentle jaw action on a ya ya ya. Ya 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 ya. Ya 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 ya. Ya 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 ya. Any of these exercises will really help. Also, some weird and wonderful sounds like vocal fry. Or a creak, you might call it too. And also an unpitched lip trill, which sounds a bit like a raspberry. All of these will just help to get your voice in peak condition for speaking. So if you can practice these once a day, I'm sure that your voice will really thank you for it.